While Imrik hasn't had many personal changes to his start, his situation is definitely different. Now with the Chaos Dwarfs to deal with, Imrik is in need of some extra oomph at the start of the game. Luckily, there's a strategy to get him just that. Zarnagrind isn't the only settlement on the map that is tier 5 on turn 1. There's also Nagashizzar, a settlement appearing as a ruin occupied by a powerful Skaven sentinel. Of course, this settlement is what is going to give Imrik his boost to help deal with his new enemies. Let's get started. First, we're going to eliminate Imrik's starting enemy, Clan Helheim. Attack the first army and manually fight it. You want to be taking as little damage as possible here. In particular, keep Imrik and the Sun Dragon and the princes in good health. From here, attack the settlement. You can auto-resolve this, damage will be small and can be replenished easily. Once the settlement is occupied, recruit a lord. The lord type doesn't matter, just choose one with a negative trait you don't mind. Next, recruit 2 units. Archers are the cheapest. With this done, end your turn. On your next turn, move Imrik towards Clan Helheim's last settlement. Keep him in your territory for replenishment and put him in the Leith's blessing stance. Move your second lord just in front of him and recruit 2 more units. Here end your turn. On this turn, it's time to take the last settlement in the province. In this example, the Dwarf Lord has run away. This won't always happen, but it's not a problem if it does. Make sure to initiate the attack with your second lord. Imrik should be brought to reinforce and remain in the Leith's stance. Again, an auto-resolve is fine. Once this settlement is taken, switch the commandments to Rally Citizen Militia and get 2 more units. End your turn here. From here, it's time to start beelining to Nagashizzar. Keep Imrik in the Leith's stance this turn. Your second lord will once again recruit units, 3 this time. One of your settlements will end up under siege at this point. You can fight the battle to kill the lord, or auto-resolve if you're feeling lazy. On your next turn, bring your second lord to the edge of your territory and get a final 3 units. You should have enough gold for this. If you don't, it's probably because you haven't killed the Dwarf Lord. It's now time for Imrik to start marching. We are also now done recruiting. The next few turns will just be spent reaching Nagashizzar. On turn 7, Imrik will have the opportunity to go into encamp stance. Here he can replenish any damage he may still have. If he doesn't need this, go into Lalaeth's stance instead. And now we're on turn 8. This is the turn we take Nagashizzar. First, get Imrik to lay siege. If the AI has a second lord, order your second army to attack it. This fight should be auto-resolvable. Now to the siege. Once again, there is a large army in Nagashizzar. This is the reason we've recruited 21 units, including the Lord, giving the ability to disable large armies. A final thing before you start the battle, take your units from your secondary Lord and put them into Imrik's army. Now we're ready to begin the battle. Welcome to Nagashizzar. This fight is going to be weird. First, take all your units and place them on the right edge of the map. Put your infantry in a blob and keep the rest of your units separate. From here, start the battle. Your first order should be for Imrik to destroy the gate. At this point, keep an eye on both Imrik and your army. We're keeping an eye out for this, the Skaven's menace below. If they summon on your army, use the dragon to quickly rout them. Sometimes the summon will be used next to Imrik, in which case briefly retreat him till the summon expires. The AI will use this 6 times. Once the summoning is done, the gate should be open. This is where the AI can begin to act very strangely. Our next objective is to get the AI to break. We will be using a variety of different actions to do this. Bringing Imrik briefly inside is a first check. We can also try attacking units inside with the dragon. This is dangerous, as if the AI retaliates, it can lose a lot of health very quickly. Another thing that can be done is move your army outside, closer to the settlement. Eventually, we will see the AI do this. They will begin to send their units into a blob in this area. They will even bring units that were on the other side of the map. Wait patiently for this now, as it can take a while. Eventually you will stop seeing units approaching and they will all be stationary in this blob. Now it's time to be cheeky. Your dragon is going to start dragon breathing this blob. Try to do as much damage as you can by targeting a unit in the center. After this, immediately retreat. This is because the AI will begin to chase. If you have any characters near the walls, move them back as well, and even move back your main army. Eventually, the AI will give up and return to their blob. Of course, we dragon breath this again, and we repeat this cycle. At some point, you may get lucky, and the AI will move their blob forward, closer to the gate. This is now the wizard's time to shine. From here, you can cast Burning Head as many times as you want. Do be prepared to retreat though, as they can still decide to chase. Once you've done a fair bit of damage, it's time to move on to the second phase of the battle. It's now time to get inside. We'll be using the Dragon Princes and Imrik from this point. Move your Dragon Princes around the wall towers. The aim is to get to and destroy this gate. If the towers are active, pay attention and try to juke any shots on the way. Once inside, begin capturing points. This is to distract the AI, as they will want to retake them. Once here, break this barricade down. Cycle charging can speed up this process. From here, make your way to the main capture point. And now, it's on you. Defend this capture point at all costs. And with your successful defense, Nagashizzar is won. Now we have taken Nagashizzar, a strong tier 4 settlement. My suggestion is to loot the settlement. This is because most buildings will be demolished anyway, and you can use the money to start building what you actually want. You will have gained a good amount of experience for Imrik and your wizard, and from here, Imrik is ready to display the might of Caledor to his foes.